I watch Hello Okanagan from Lake Country.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Hello Okanagan, and we're down here in the south in Oliver, British Columbia at a special venue. David, where are we?
We're here at Firehall Brewing and Bistro, guys. We're gonna see all of the cool stuff that this historic building has to offer. If you've not subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, please make sure you do so. It really helps us out a lot. Without further ado, let's get straight into the episode.
Peter.
Oh,
Nice
Sid.
to meet you. Sid?
Yeah.
Jody.
Jody and Peter.
So we've got Sid and Jody. Both of them are here. Sid's with the brewery downstairs, if I'm not mistaken, and Jody, you kind of run the bistro side of it up here.
Absolutely.
Sounds like there's like a live pianist here.
There is.
What's going on? Tell us.
Chase, he's the house pianist. Yeah, he's been playing that piano since before we even had a pub. The piano was the first thing that we had in the room, and then we built a pub around it. Then they kicked the piano outside, so that kicked the piano player outside as well.
Nice, let's check it out.
Let's get straight into it. So this is obviously a really historic building, guys. Tell us a little bit about the history of the building and then also of the businesses.
That would be Sid. Sid is
Alright.
born and bred here.
Yes, indeed. Born and bred here, so
Were you firemen originally and this was the place you worked at, or what?
that'd be nice. That'd be a nice story, for
That'd be a
sure.
cool story,
The,
eh?
the firefighters would love me to join, but I, as a brewer, half the time have a beard and doesn't seal on the mask.
We learned
So-
that actually in a recent episode.
I'm thinking down the road, when I'm retiring my brewing boots, I'll hit up the fire department.
You're never going to retire.
So the old Firehall building was built in 1948, and it was the original fire hall for the town. When I was a kid, I actually remember these garage doors opening up and the fire trucks racing out on Main Street. And actually, when the renovations were happening, the construction workers discovered the switch in the back that turns all the traffic lights red. So they had a real good time messing around with the traffic until the foreman found out and
Shut that down.
cut that off. Yeah.
How did it come to be a bistro and now a brewery?
So it was the fire hall from 1948 up until about the year 2000. That's when the fire department built a new fire station just over yonder, and the town wanted to put this building up for sale. And so my family and a few other families in town went in together to purchase the building and renovate it to create the Wine Country Welcome Center. Because at the time the wine industry was really exploding around here. We were just self-titled the wine capital of Canada. And so kind of going along with that theme, that's what that kind of spurred on the renovations here and built the restaurant up here.
So I saw the sign up beside it. It's Papa's. Is that your last name, or does it mean father, grandfather, or?
It's all
That's just-
Fotis is Papa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's about...
'Cause I'm Greek, and that's the last name, so I was like, hey, we're going to a Greek joint.
Fotis
So
Satiro.
he is Greek.
Oh,
He is
Yeah.
Greek. Yes,
Cool.
he's about, I don't know, 65 years old, little Greek guy running around, and everybody calls him Papa.
nice.
That's him.
Exactly.
So what are you guys popular for in here? Food-wise?
Our specials go great every single day, and because we're kind of the only thing in town, so it's busy all the time. But usually our chicken and ribs, lasagna is fantastic, beef dip, and then when the brewery started serving food, we created a menu that's specifically designed for their clientele downstairs, like it's a la carte, so they don't have to have a whole meal. They can kind of pick and choose what they want, and it's worked great downstairs.
Now wait a second. So the food is all made up here, even for the brewery.
Absolutely.
So you guys run it up the stairs then? Or?
No, we used to when we first started food service. Here we are with trays running up and down the stairs.
That's how they used to train for the Ironman marathon and stuff like that.
Probably.
Firefighter train.
But then,
There you go.
His dad, Jim, actually built a dumbwaiter that they'll order the food downstairs. The food will get made upstairs and we send it downstairs in the dumbwaiter.
For you guys at home, dumbwaiter isn't where you hire a teenager and you send the down the stairs to run and haul all your food.
Oh, that was the
It
thing
actually
for the first-
is an elevator that you put your food in.
4 months is, oh, you're the dumbwaiter.
Are you being ageist by saying teenager there? Or what's going on here?
Yeah.
But we'll show you how the dumbwaiter works as well. And as I said, it was all since Dad did it.
Cool. Well, let's get straight into it and check it out.
Come on. Ready? Everything goes
What's
in
the
there.
weight limit on here?
No children can go in there and no body can go in there. We wanted to try it out. But it does hold a couple of cases of wine.
Oh yeah.
So how much would that
We
be?
can load
Look
it up.
straight down.
I think the capacity is
straight
like
down.
600 pounds.
Oh,
But we better not test it out with a person.
Hey guys, make sure you follow us on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram, Hello Okanagan.
And don't forget, we're a YouTube show. Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
And smash the like button on those videos. Let us know which ones are your favorites. All right, Sid, so we're here in the microbrewery component of the Firehall Brewing. I've got Lead behind me and Zeppelin to my left. So tell us a little bit about how you got into the brewery component of Firehall Brewery.
So it all began, I suppose, with loving beer, drinking beer, and with me drinking beer before you're 19, because I was in college. And so, of course, you can't go to a liquor store and buy beer.
So you
in
made your
college,
own?
So we made our own.
Get out of here, really?
Yeah, the
That's
Scott
so
Hall
creative.
Place Brewery was what we called it, because Scott Hall Place was the name of the dorms.
Cool.
So while kids were trying to fake IDs, this one was there just mixing his own stuff.
Made more sense to me. Made more
That's
sense
awesome.
to me
I
for
agree.
sure.
And you don't have to pay, you don't have to pay as much for it either.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Save some money.
Yeah.
Exactly. Save some.
College student,
Yeah.
saving some money, I like it. Sweet, so it started off with that.
Yeah, so I started home brewing in college, and then when college was wrapping up, I was going to school for business. So my family and I were thinking, what should we do with that? And my family had already invested in this building to convert it into the Wine Country Welcome Center with the restaurant on the main floor. And then this floor was basically a convention rooms, meeting rooms, but there just aren't that many conventions in Oliver. So they were underutilized space. So we had the idea, should we do a brewery? Went looking around for tanks and that sort of thing. Turns out there's a home brewer in Asuyas that had all of these in his basement, a bootlegger, and he got busted by the CRA for bootlegging, and he had to sell all of his tanks. So we hauled it out of his basement across his pool and piped it in here. Upgraded everything, of course, to get it to commercial grade. And that was 2011, first beer 2012.
Wow.
Yeah, 11, 12 years
The
ago.
rest is history.
Yeah, exactly.
So from the beers that you make, there's obviously your staples, and then you craft some new ones every season, every year?
Yeah.
Okay. And how many are the staples that you've had since you've been around?
We have 3 beers that have been the staples since the very beginning. The Backdraft Blonde, the Stoked Ember Ale, and the Holy Smoke Stout. And they've all won awards here and there, and of course they're all Firehall themed, of course.
Yeah.
And then we would fit in a seasonal here and there where we could, and a lot of the times those became regular beers again, like the False Alarm Bitter, Stop Hop and Roll IPA, the Kick-Axe Lager, and same thing. There's a long list of beers that people are like, when are you gonna brew that again? And they're like, like pounding on the bar, brew that again.
Yeah.
And we're pretty tiny, as you can see. The tank's only this big, so we run out of beer
Pretty quick.
pretty quickly. So we fit it in when we can, and when we can't, we don't, and do it next year.
And is all the canning done in-house as well, or does somebody come in and do it for you?
A bit of both. We do a lot of manual canning ourselves, which takes forever. very slow.
Yeah.
People, they have no idea how much work they're asking when they ask for 3 flats.
Yeah.
But we have gotten a mobile canning line to come in and just like empty the tanks in a day, and we just rejoice because then we just got piles of beer.
My favorite part is like the names. Obviously, you got the Firehall theme, but just sitting there trying to be, crafty and like, okay, what are we gonna call this one? Is it a group effort? Do you do it yourself or what?
Definitely a group effort. Sometimes I call the bar in the pub the marketing department because it's just people just like, what about this? What about that? And then the Stop, Hop, and Roll IPA, that was for sure just like someone just like, I have an idea, and then the beer was born from there.
It's like a game show night. Okay, who's gonna come up with this name? You win a prize. That's pretty cool.
We've done a Facebook competition before for one of the sours we did a few years ago.
Yeah.
So we're going to take out a sample of the Stop, Hop, and Roll IPA. This one we just brewed yesterday. So as you can see, it's bubbling away. The yeast is nice and happy, converting the sugars from the barley into alcohol. Oh yeah. Nice and lively. Brewing is a process of cleaning, brewing, cleaning, brewing, cleaning. Mostly cleaning. So yeah, you just drop it in there, and then we'll just see how much it's floating.
You just literally drop?
Just let it go. Perfect.
What are these numbers, and what level do you want it to be at?
So the numbers are telling us how much sugar is in the solution. Of course, it's not straight sugar. It's sugar that we've extracted from the barley in the mash tun. And that's what the yeast is currently fermenting or eating, consuming, and producing alcohol. So the sugar content at the beginning and the sugar content at the end tells us how much sugar got consumed, which tells us exactly how much alcohol it produced in the process.
Interesting.
So it's called original gravity and final gravity, or finishing gravity. Yeah, and that's how we know. So it just started.
And how many days will this go for?
It'll ferment for another 3 or 4 days, and then we do a rest, we dry hop it, and then we cool it down and send it into the cooler to age and carbonate.
Amazing.
The science of
Science.
So I wanted to ask now, we see that there's a piano here, so once in a while you have a pianist coming out. There's a solo musician performing in there. How often does that happen? Do you bring in bands? Do you have like a trivia night? Do you show hockey games? Like how much different activities and stuff do you guys do?
It doesn't really stop. It's more or less non-stop for sure. There's an open mic night every second Friday. Then usually the other Friday is a show. Almost every Saturday as well as a concert. And sometimes it's a solo musician. Sometimes we bring in bands though. We've had, especially punk bands for some reason. We've sort of cornered that market around here.
Okay.
Like DOA, for example.
Wow.
The Real Mackenzies played here in March. And there's a label out in Montreal, Stomp Records, that's been kind of sending us all their bands that are traveling through.
Yeah.
And as well, mostly local bands though, for sure.
And do you do entertainment outside here by any chance, where it's a little bit bigger? Or?
Definitely.
Oh,
definitely.
You do?
Yeah, this is kind of the very end of the indoor music season.
So we're slowly moving outdoors now.
Exactly. So then when the season changes, we build a big stage in the tent here. The tent that normally is where everybody drinks in the winter time,
patio,
and with the heaters.
Yeah.
We open it all up and put the bands in there.
Nice.
Yeah. So we also have a trivia night on Tuesdays, and we fiddled around with karaoke and music bingo, that sort of thing. For
And
sure.
the beer itself now, do people only get it here, or is it available in liquor stores anywhere?
We try to get it in liquor stores.
Okay.
We as fast as we can bottle and can, basically.
Yeah.
Right now we distribute more or less just in the Okanagan Valley.
Okay.
Sometimes it slips off to Kamloops or Vancouver.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's just in private liquor stores in the Okanagan. And we're mostly a draft brewery, to be honest. So mostly just filling taps in our kind of local area.
Cool.
Sweet, man. Thank you so much.
Anytime.
We're excited to try some food, try the beer, and
Beer o'clock.
have a great night.
Perfect.
Beer o'clock, I like it.
That's our lager, Kick-Axe Lager. Cheers.
Cheers.
All this one. This is the White Hat Wit beer. Unless you have a thing for wit beers. I don't know. Do you like Kronenberg Blanc or,
Yeah,
or
totally.
those kind of beers? All right, I'll leave that one for you then. Yeah, so the Backdraft Blonde, that's actually our best-selling beer.
So people want to get more information, learn more about you guys. What's your website?
Firehallbrewery.com. And that's where we have info about the beers and the events. Got to keep your eyes on that because we do at least 3 big concerts every summer.
Awesome.
So we've got a couple coming up this summer for sure
Cool.
that we're going to start selling tickets for pretty soon.
I'll check it out. Thank you.
Thank you so much,
Yeah,
Sid.
no problem.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for coming down.
Pleasure, brother.
Yeah, no problem. Cheers.
Hey everyone, you know we're actually a YouTube channel, so make sure you subscribe. And David, where else do they find us?
Hello Okanagan on all social media, guys. And a big thank you to the Coast Hotel here in Oliver for providing the accommodation for this trip of Hello Okanagan.
I had a great time in here. They got a pool, a hot tub, great rooms. When you're in Oliver, make sure you check this out.